What's up, dudes and dudettes? This is, of course, your guy, Light Tiger here, and today I'm going to be doing a sponsored token review on this project called Benchmark Protocol, and we're going to be exploring what the heck is this project about, how's it different from the competition, what is the team behind it, is there a roadmap, an audit, what blockchain is it at, and is it a good investment? All of those questions I'm hoping to answer within this video. So Benchmark Protocol exists on the Ethereum blockchain as an ERC20 token, and it's also an elastic token, just like Ampleforth, which started this elastic supply trend. And elastic supply means that the supply of the token is going to be changing itself by the smart contract based on the metrics that it's given. So Ampleforth tries to move its price always back to the dollar. Whatever it's below a dollar, then it moves up, and when it's above a dollar, then the supply shrinkens. So it's basically trying to be elastic and changing its all time. And the idea is to kind of bring a lot more stability. And obviously there's been so many variations on these elastic things. And Benchmark Protocol is basically making it so that it's driven by the Volatility Index. And the Volatility Index, I believe, is the biggest derivatives market. I think it's worth like quadrillion. So basically having the volatility on base the SP&N 500 stock options. I mean, this is all, I'm not coming from the stock world, so I had to learn a lot of new stuff when I was doing the research for this video, and this is very popular, by the way, among the people who come from that world, and that makes it a pretty great candidate to be pegged into. And the MARK token basically is using the special drawing rights, which is known as the SDR, which is basically the international reserve assets, that is US dollar, euro, Chinese yuan, Japanese yen, and the British pound. Basically, those come together, and they're, the average value or the combined value is like 1.4. One SDR is currently like $1.4 as of right now. And so this is an uncorrelated asset, so it's not basically pegged into, there's not a, like a DAI, it doesn't have anything pegged into it precisely. This is like fully farmed, so the token is known as MARK, and there's no ICO, there was no IDO, no airdrop. Basically, it was farmed and can be still farmed on their pools, which we're going to be exploring in a minute. And there's obviously a lot of interesting aspects when it comes to all of these elastic tokens, and that allows a lot of different investment opportunities, and it's kind of like a gamification of tokenomics, and people who are really smart understand it, and they know when to sell, when to buy, and it obviously needs a level of research into it. I'm gonna leave all the necessary links down below so you can take a deeper look that is done in this video. And there's also an audit done by Certic, which is one of the more established Ethereum auditor companies out there. So this is a pretty good sign. It is secure and tested, and it's been around since, I want to say, November. So when we look at the max range here, it was here. Around November 22nd was the creation date, and it's been going pretty much up as of recent. So it's been seeing huge gains, and that is due to the volatility that is happening on the stock markets right now. And I think that is going to be having huge effects also on the price of the Benchmark Protocol as of right now. Now let's get back into the actual screen here. So also in their partners and collaborators, you have Inovo, BCX, Fulcrum Torg. These are all Ethereum DeFi applications. You have Ren, which is the Bitcoin, Pegger, or not Bitcoin, they have the Bitcoin stablecoin on Ethereum, Solana, and Elasto. So Solana is a project that I'm kind of excited about. I would be very, very bullish on Benchmark Protocol if it actually made it through to have a version on Solana as well on their blockchain. That would be very good for them, and it would allow them to kind of like seize the opportunity of getting those smaller fish into the pond, because as you know, there's a lot of congestion happening on Ethereum as of right now. And let me pull out some of these statistics from their PDF files. So as I already mentioned, the one SDR approximate 1.4 US dollars as of right now. And here is a good comparison between benchmark protocol and the other projects such as DAI, USDC, Tether, Ampleforth. I think this is Empty Dollar, and is this Rebase? And as you can see, there's a public team. We're going to be taking that a look. Inflation shielded, volatility adjusted rebase. So the rebase will happen after the New York Stock Exchange closes trading, so 5 hours after that, or within the 5 hours. You don't know the exact hour when it's going to be happening, but it's going to be inside that window. And there's benefits to that, and there's also negatives to that. Some people prefer random rebases because that allows a different type of strategy in trading and farming and etc. But obviously some people prefer a more stable time window or a fixed supply. And no collateral and global backed currency peg, which is good. So if the dollar shrinks and dies, it doesn't matter, because, which is by the way very worrisome that we have so many dollar stable coins, but people don't understand dollar is dying. Where's the euro? Where's the yen? There's too little other stable coins as of right now from the other currencies, which have been a lot more stable during the pandemic especially. And as we already discussed, smart contract has been verified by CertiK. This is also talking about the use cases, and that is kind of like, trying to be, an investment collateral, whatever you want to. It goes into very gray territory when we're talking about use cases with projects that are kind of about tokenomics. That is my personal take. That is obviously not the view of the actual team. And obviously, these types of coins actually can become the fiat alternative. I mean, they're not wrong about that. The SDR system makes a lot of sense. It's pegged into the 5 biggest currencies in the world, and using that as a peg, as a payment currency, is actually appealing to me. I do like that idea because it cannot be managed by one centralized entity. It basically would need all the 5 biggest countries come together and plan it together, which is very unlikely to happen as of right now. I mean, European Union alone. And let's kind of go into the actual dashboard itself. So they also, I'll actually go through the roadmap. So there's a couple of things that they are actually working on. Integrating a decentralized oracle. Far as I know, Chainlink is not a decentralized oracle, so this could mean maybe AP3 or DIA or maybe something else for the APA data. Elastic tokens really need oracles. That's where they get their data from, and that's how they are able to basically do the rebase. They're able to be elastic due to the data that is coming from the oracles. So as more elastic tokens come to the market, technically the demand for oracles are going to be increasing as well. Also, they have an insurance platform in the works, which is really looking at the trends. So that is really good because there is an obviously inherent interest for insurance right now. And I've been telling you guys, this year is going to have a heavy focus on it. This is going to be the year of kind of like the kickback of NFTs, kind of like the second evolution of it. And insurance is going to be playing a part. And probably elastic tokens and privacy coins are also going to have their run. And interoperability bridge on major layer ones. I'm not sure what does that mean. Is that for XDAI? Is that for Solana? Or what exactly they're talking about here? But if that means Solana, I think that would be a very bullish signal for me. And securitization mining, I'm not sure what that exactly is about, but hey, it's an update at least. No actual dates are given here, but okay, many things have been achieved already since November, so I don't think there's anything to really complain about in terms of the speed. The team seems to be pretty big here, so all have LinkedIn profiles. We have 12 people here plus 4 advisors. That is a big team. So when you have a lot of developers in, we can expect pretty fast development speed on it and delivering on those goals and updates. I mean, it's currently working already. The base idea is already there. and it's going to be just going up from here, I guess, because Benchmark Protocol is not listed on anywhere except Uniswap as of right now. Is there demand to be listing it on a centralized exchange due to it being, you know, a Rebase token? I mean, I could say, yeah. I mean, people are interested in Amplefort despite it being, I mean, Amplefort is in all the major exchanges pretty much, outside from Coinbase. So there's that. So there is a team, there's a roadmap, there is also, you know, certification, I mean audit. But let's get into the dashboard. And one of the cool things that they have done on the dashboard is that they have actually a team, actual guide here, video guide somewhere. I've now actually lost it, but they do have a YouTube channel where you can find some of the guides on how to basically interact, how to stake, etc. So that is very, very good thing. And this is the rebalance window countdown. So, okay, so apparently, yes. So during the 5-hour window, as I said, starting from 4:15 p.m. EST. So it's good that I can see when it's going to be happening. Some other Elastic tokens don't even have this data. This is the SDR peg, and you can see the portion of it. How much is dollar, how much is euro, yuan, yen, sterling, etc. That is very good. Then there's the market cap. You can see has been growing up quite nicely. It's been really doing fairly well on the recent couple of days. And I was contacted to do this video a lot earlier when the bump happened, but I've been very busy, guys. So apologies for that. And here is the supply. And as you can see, the supply has been going down since the price has been going up, and the volatility of the what was it called, VIX, has been going down, and the mark price here is all. So all the necessary statistics are here, which is good. Now there's also the farming place where you basically farm your tokens. Very nice design. I also like the token. Does remind me of some other logo. I can't remember it top of my head right now. But you can basically connect your wallet with MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Fortmatic, Portis, Ethereum, and Taurus. I always been very praising of people who are going to be enabling multiple different ways to connect, and that is just the way to go. And we're going to be using MetaMask here, and I can see my own marked balance and total supply and total value locked. Active pools. So right now there's 2 pools, Mark Ethereum and Mark USDC. Based on the partners that exist, we could see REN BTC here or the REN token being added up as pairs in the future. They have stated on their white paper that they are going to be expanding this list of tokens being on the pool. Right now it's around 150%. So basically you're creating more tokens by providing into the liquidity pools. And here was the video that I was talking about, so staking tutorial. And the pools tutorial will take you to the videos, and these will basically explain you how to do it. I don't need to show it on this video. Most people in the channel obviously are familiar with staking and farming already, so it shouldn't come out as a big task. Pay in mind, the gas fees are very high once again in the blockchain, and you really have to count what actually makes sense. Also, another thing is a single staking, which is my favorite. I've not always been a big fan of LP farming because there's this thing called impermanent loss, and that always brings a risk. Especially Amplefort really crushed me really hard, by the way. It was my first farming token, and I lost money on that. And so because I didn't really understand the system, and with Elastic tokens it can be pretty brutal, but there is the option to put your mark into simple pool, which gives you 4.2% APY. So this is staking rewards. And this will give you X mark, which is the PEG token representing your stake. And this can be used on governance. So there has been already a couple of governance proposals here on amplify the rebasement and provisions and everything. So there has been requests, and by having X mark tokens, you can basically vote on yes or no on these things, and people can, the more you hold, the more you can vote, and etc. So that is a very nice thing to have that decentralized governance in place on this project. Finalizing my thoughts about the project, I think Benchmark has a pretty transparent team. They have been around for, 3 months now, which is, it may sound a little, but you have to really think it's pretty big still in crypto space. Time moves so much faster. Investment opportunity, you have to really understand how it works underneath and how to basically sort of a game that system over. And right now, as I said, I mean, the price is kind of high right now, so I would probably wait a little until it dips and buy from the dip, maybe below $3 if that opportunity comes out. And, I think that would be much better, investment opportunity. Obviously, like literally 2 hours ago, it reached a new all-time high. So it might go to the moon. It's still very lowly ranked, so there's a lot more room to grow, but it's really up to you whether you think it as an investment. If you're really good with this elastic stuff, then I really recommend investing at the right period because it can become very, very profitable. Thanks for watching. Obviously, you can find all the necessary links about Benchmark Protocol in the description down below. I bid you farewell, guys, and I will be seeing you guys next time on the next video. Cheers.